So it's around 9 o'clock right now. Today's agenda. It's Tuesday, so we had our morning refinement. We went through kind of pointing tickets. Wow, English is so hard. When you go through this many meetings this early in the day, it's rough, right? But I have some time now to kind of focus on some documentation as well as look at some new features that we're thinking about and working on, as well as catch up on some other things in my backlog. After that, there's a product meeting, kind of weekly get together to, either vent or realize how weird things are at this company now. The whole layoff situation is so interesting, especially with the merger. There's definitely a change in tone. There's definitely people taking, work. It's hard to explain, right? I've noticed, you can kind of notice with some of my coworkers, they're wearing nicer clothes and stuff like that, and putting a lot of time off on their calendar, saying, oh, they can't make this. And not I pay attention, I don't really care. They'll be like, oh, I can't make this meeting because I have something coming up. And I'm like, this person never really takes time off, but now they're taking time off and they're wearing really nice clothes on thing. And the only reason why I know this is because one person specifically told me that they're interviewing. I'm like, interviewing during work hours, that's bold. That's a good idea too, because that's what I was doing yesterday. But I mean, I respect it. I'm cool with it. I understand it. It's just wild, right? I really enjoyed my time with this company, and I still enjoy my time with this company. It's just interesting to see how things have changed, and I'm curious to see what will happen. I know my previous supervisor, as well as some other coworkers, they're all, saying the same thing, jump off the ship before it just gets worse. And I'm in a unique position right now. At least that's what I think. Well, who knows? This is not my decision to make at the end of the day. I'm in a unique position with kind of the things that are under my ownership, that there's a lot of knowledge that I think I'm one of two people in this company have. So, and one of those people are already being considered to, be removed. So if that leaves just one person with very key, pertinent, information, who knows? Maybe that makes me valuable. Maybe that doesn't make me valuable. Who knows? But interesting times, to be honest with you, especially with how the economy is going and how this job market's going. But yeah, I can't let that get to me too much. I have to focus on work. Yeah, I gotta catch up and get as much done as I can before my next meeting at 11, which luckily on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, my meetings are a little bit spread out instead of just all being packed in the morning. I get some time right before lunchtime to kind of get some work done. So I'm hoping if I stop delaying this by talking to this camera, I can probably get started now. But yeah. Anyways, done work. So I have no idea what the last thing I talked about was, and I know I could just press, the playback button on my camera and see what I was talking about and kind of pick up from there. But every once in a while you get a meeting that just blows your mind, right? I have never been through such a meeting that actually no, I have. There's been a couple meetings in my life that I've been through, but my brain just is mush right now. It was just, product managers are also kind of guilty of this, but with other positions project managers, engineering, direct, a lot of high level execs. The way that they talk and the way that they kind of lead some meetings, sometimes it just goes nowhere. It's just 45 minutes of going back and forth for no reason at all, throwing out just huge corporate jargon and all that stuff. So I just had one of those, and I sat through it and pushed back when I could, and then this is the corporate lifestyle, by the way. If you get into product, you're gonna have moments like this where I didn't do anything besides sit in a chair and just sit through meetings, and I am so tired. And for example, my wife, she works in a hospital. She's constantly on her feet, constantly scanning overweight patients, dealing with drugged up patients, dealing with a whole bunch of way worse things where her life is in danger, and I'm here What a life, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I think I'm done with meetings for the day. At least it cut off pretty short. But I have a lot of documentation to do. I also need to go pick up Zayn and then go pick up my wife because I believe she says she's getting off early, which is cool. So we all get to hang out. But yeah, let's go get them. All right, picked up my wife, picked up my son, and now back to work. I had to throw in a more professional looking shirt because I got roped into another meeting. But yeah, so this one's interesting because within our app, there's a lot of other ecosystems that kind of connect with it or integrate with it. So there's this one interesting project that we've been working on that I have very little understanding of, but for some reason that team is just throwing these wild ass expectations on me, and I'm like, I don't have enough information for me to run this. Like, what do you expect me to do? But whatever. It's just an interesting thing because, right, you know, when you're a product manager, you're just working ambiguous environments all the time. So I don't know why it's always like this. I feel like I'm always starting off with like every kind of question or request is like a blank slate. And I'm like, all right, where do I start? But I chose this career, so that's my fault. For dinner? All right, say hi. Where are we going? Say Target. We're going to Target. We finished up dinner? Target time. You want to say hi?
Hi.
There's my wife. Are we going to Target?
We're going to get my coworker a gift because she's leaving my job.
Let's go.
Let's go. Gonna get a couple more snackies and then maybe fit like her bad wheels in there. Hopefully they're in the mail. Don't know if they're. This is teal. That's fine.
Okay, I'll get back.
What do you think this
So is this Choco Lonely or Choco Lonely?
taco lonely? Well, I'm gonna get Ooh.
All right, so now we're back and Giselle wants me to make, what am I making?
Chocolate chip cookies!
Chocolate chip cookies and?
Banana muffins, I think, right?
I guess banana muffins or bread? What's easier to share and distribute? I think muffins, right?
Anyone is good. Anything banana-y.
Okay. I'm gonna use the secret family recipe passed down to me from ChatGPT.
Old your recipe.
Yeah, my 1,000 years old recipe from ChatGPT.
Delicious.
I mean, they are kind of lacking melatonin, but they're good.
Melatonin?
Sorry, I said melatonin. What I meant is melanin, right?
I think so.
Listen, I've been up since 3 o'clock. Oh, our son went up the stairs. All right, that's a wrap. Good night.